Hi guys, so the topic today is, does the spirit world do things that harm me with a reason for it? Maybe they make sure that I break my leg, so I have to slow down, reflect on myself and so on. Because it's very easy to say there's a plan for everything. It's very easy, it was meant to be. So before I get into this, let me just start with a couple of things I said in my other videos. Let us agree to disagree, because we will do that a lot when it comes to this matter. Because it's philosophy, no one really knows. And we have strong feelings, each and every one, about it. So let us agree to disagree, okay? And another thing, never trust the medium. Like I said in a talk not long ago here now, because you all think we are right with the life experience we have, with the knowledge we have gained over the years we've been working. But I also always say, self-awareness in all honor, I'm the biggest liar to myself. Why? Yes, because the animal instinct is there. And the animal instinct within each and every person looks for safety and security. So when something is not right, something feels uncanny, you feel threatened, the animal instinct will come up and it will look for safety and security, you know. So obviously there is a thing within us human being that goes on defense mechanism because it's unpleasant. And I believe spiritual development, and when you look into yourself, these are the things you have to face. And you have to face your own ego, whatever flaws you have, and realizing and forgiving yourself for how you've been maybe. At least I had to do that, because I could be very stubborn, obstinate, and, you know, my way or the highway, you know, because I thought I was right. Before realizing, when you're looking into yourself, that maybe I'm not that correct all the time, you know. Maybe I reacted here without thinking, you know. And like a lot of people who knows me, I used to talk before I think, you know. I have no filter. It's like one of my lovely colleagues, she says Mia has the Tourette's of truth, you know. Yeah, I'm too old to pretend. I'm too old to be something else, you know. But I'm still a human being with a lot of flaws, and I still hurt, and I still get sad, and I still get upset, and I still get angry, you know. But one reason that I became a spiritualist was because they have 7 principles, and number 5 was personal responsibility. And that helped me to not blame the world or anybody else for how I am feeling. It helped me to look at myself, and regardless the reason for what has happened to me, it's my responsibility to handle it, to deal with it. And I have a choice to be a victim or ignore the shit around me and stand in my own power. That's my choice. Or I can feel sorry for myself, blame the world, but I can promise you my world will not be better by doing that. Far from it, it will be worse. So for me, whatever happens to me, it's my responsibility how I deal with it. I have a choice every day to decide how my day is gonna be. I have a choice whatever I want to do. And my biggest fear and mistakes I'm been doing is that I am a pleasing person. And I've been so afraid of conflicts. So I've always tried to be nice and kind, and it has cost me quite a lot from my own health and so on. And it's easier to learn how to make a distance with friends maybe. But when it comes to family, it's damn hard. And I had a fair share of that, not only with my ex-shitty husband, as I call him, but also with my parents when they become sick. And yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. Bless my mom, she died December last year, and I still cry over her from time to time. And I wish, in retrospect, I might have had better tolerance, but my defense mechanism went up. The animal instinct went up. So when she wasn't nice, my defense came up immediately. So I worked a lot on that over the years. Really a lot. And I think I've changed quite a lot. But yes, we still have things to work on. But a lot of questions that I actually get is, yeah, Mia, I got this COVID now. Do you think it was the spirit who gave me this? Or I shouldn't work, I should take a break, and I should listen in to myself. No, I don't believe that actually. I think life is shit, and sometimes you get things depending on your immune system, your DNA, your makeup, It's shit happens to us. It's not only the spirit's fault. I don't believe that, but that's just my opinion. But when you get sick, I loved COVID, not the disease. Absolutely not. That was horrendous. But I loved that I didn't have to travel for 2 years. I loved that I could do my work from home. And I realized how much I'm burning my candle in two ends, because I was maybe booked every weekend for 46, 47 weekends, back in the day. And you did that because you were scared. Maybe I don't have work. Maybe it gets cancelled. And as in your own employment, you need to work. And not only that, you didn't want to let down anybody. And if there's anything I'm grateful for today, is that I'm actually have quite a lot of trust in that everything will be okay. I will never have plenty of money, but I'm very rich here. And I never ever been interested in money that much actually. Yes, I like to know that I can pay my bills so I feel secure. That's why we're working so much. We all have that animal instinct that wants safety and security. But I will never today do a lot of work that is really resistance there just for the sake of doing it, for being kind. And that's what I thought you had to do in the beginning as a spiritual person or as a medium. You have to say yes to everything, because that's how you show you are a kind person. Little did I know that I actually drained myself, and then you can't help anybody. So what's the point? You have to find a balance in everything. Another thing is that, I broke my arm, and I was falling in the stairs and I broke my arms, and maybe that was the spirit's way to tell me to slow down. No, I don't think that either, you see. But what I do believe is when we get stressed, we get tired, our focus is not sharp, it's easier to slip, it's easier to make mistakes. And when we do that and we can't run around like we used to do, we start to think. And it's not a bad thing, but I don't believe that the spirit from that world is doing that to you. I think personal responsibility is one of the greatest things there is, and it has helped me in so many ways. I have stopped being emotional blackmailed as much as I used to do, because they can't put their emotions on me, because that's their responsibility, and I take care of my issues and I have my responsibility. Well, this is just a short little input there, and I hope it makes you think, because if there's anything I like with my work is when other people gets me to think. I might not agree, but I can agree to disagree. But I like it, because when you get someone else to think, it means that we're expanding our mind and it's progression. And that's why I always say that always questioning a medium. It's important. We need to think. We can't live in the older ways all the time. We are expanding. We are moving forward. The society is different today. So we need to apply to that as well. So have a nice evening, everybody. Bye.